was 64. The government there commissioned a study. The result? 2,975. The difference is staggering. It reflects the most American deaths in a century from a natural disaster. In a century. That's a level of unprecedented despair for Americans to suffer. And this news has been met with a shrug. Why aren't our leaders asking, how did they get it so wrong? Instead, the president met the news by saying how he got it so right.
I think we did a fantastic job in Puerto Rico. We're still helping Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was actually more difficult because of the fact it's an island. It's much harder to get things onto the island. I only hope they don't get hit again, because they were hit by 2 right in a row. Puerto Rico had a lot of difficulties before it got hit.
Well, that's not how the mayor of San Juan sees it. Here's what she said just hours before the president spoke today.
The Trump administration killed the Puerto Rican with neglect. Shame on President Trump for not even once, not even yesterday, just saying, look, I grieve with the people of Puerto Rico. Shame on him. 2,975 dead. Is that what he's proud of? Is he proud of that maybe this is over now and he thinks it's going to go away? Well, it's not going to go away.
And remember, the president used to see death toll, rightly, as the crucial measure for the level of crisis in Puerto Rico. Listen.
Every death is a horror, but if you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was just totally overpowering. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. Everybody around this table and everybody watching can really be very proud of what's taken place in Puerto Rico.
So just listen to that. Boy, if it were like Katrina, forget it. We would have something that is just unimaginable. What a catastrophe. And he's right. That was a catastrophe. I was there. Katrina, 1,833. Horrible. Hurricane Maria. Now, they can talk all they want about how these studies are measuring lethality in a way we didn't. Whatever. This is the number. Even if you cut it considerably, it is still a tremendous and unexplained loss of life. So what happened to the sense of urgency? And you know, the president's not the only one, okay? This tendency to isolate power. No. What about the people that we elected to check the executive? Hello, Congress. The Republican-controlled Congress in recent years has held hearings on all sorts of partisan issues. Benghazi, climate change is a hoax, Planned Parenthood is a problem, whether or not President Obama was deporting enough people. You know, really big things that should consume our tax dollars. But a disaster that claimed the lives of nearly 3,000 Americans, one hearing they've had so far. Katrina? 32. How? Our leaders might as well say, listen, we just don't care that much. Now, why would I say that? Because they are not doing and not saying things in a way that speaks just as loudly. And here's a booster shot in the ass for action. Puerto Rico is part of America. They can vote. They can come here and they can register, and they are. A lot of them moved to Florida to escape the hell on the forgotten island. You think they aren't watching? Think again. Gillum versus Trump is now a big matchup in Florida. Who's going to win? Will all those who fled Puerto Rico make their voices heard? We're going to put it up for a great debate next.